Hey guys, welcome back. This is book update 27. It's been a minute, a long minute since I did one of these book haul updates. I got into most of my books. I'm still waiting on one pre-order, which I'll tell you what that is. I'll show that in the next. If I keep waiting and waiting, I'm not going to be. I'll never have a haul video out to you. So I'm done waiting. But that book is part of the EC Comics archive. It's Haunt of Fear Volume 4, which comes out this month on the 20th. That'll just be in another haul update. I'm not going to wait on that one. So how do I want to do this? I'll show this. I'll go ahead and get the buyer's remorse thing out the way. I will not be using this for my bookshelf. Now that I've seen this in person, it looks nothing like what's advertised online. And shame on me for trusting stock photo. I know better than that. I should know better. But not on the seller. It's one of those power sellers. They get in a pallet of this stuff. They get sent emails of as far as the code numbers and whatever this item is. They get the stock photo. They advertise that, and they ship it out. I don't even think they really even look at these things. But anyway, yeah, well packaged, shipped out super fast. So nothing on the seller really. It's all, I feel it's my fault really. I should know better than to trust stock photos. I do know better than that. I don't know why I didn't. I guess with purchasing the other one and seeing how great that one actually looks, and it looks exactly as advertised, I trusted that this would be the same ordeal. And it's not. I'll show you what it is. Enough of my rambling. Maybe my kids will dig this. Somebody, I don't know. Definitely be something for the garage sale, I guess. Somebody will pick it up and enjoy it, hopefully. But this is not for me. This looks terrible. Absolutely looks terrible. Looks nothing like what's advertised online. I was going to have this next to the few Mary Shelley books that I have, including one I just got in, I'll show you, which is an awesome edition. Anyway, that looks terrible. That looks nothing. Excuse me. That looks nothing like what I saw advertised online. The sculpt work is decent. It's not that's fine. It's just it would take me probably a good 2 hours, more or less, if I wanted to repaint this and make it to where what I see online. But I don't want to do that. I'd rather spend my time creating something completely of mine, from my mind, or you know, and paint whatever it is I want to paint, than have to correct something that cost me nearly $30. I don't want to spend time on repainting this. I could and make it look a hell of a lot better than what you're seeing here. But I just have as of now, I have no desire to save this thing. I'm just going to accept it as a loss, really. Yeah, I won't be using this. This is absolutely terrible. But yeah, this was the buyer's remorse in this update. It's this piece right here. I will not be using this. I shouldn't be buying too many of these little, I don't know what you call these things. I've seen them called bookshelf inserts, bookshelf nooks, and then this particular series, they're calling them peepers, I guess, because they're peeping out. But I shouldn't be buying too many of these anyway, because I need all the bookshelf space I can get anyway, since I'm enjoying finding and discovering books. So anyway, when it comes to Frankenstein's monster, I couldn't resist, and this turned out to be a disappointment. So it looks awful. Maybe some of you agree. I like a bad kind of generic, and not like a so good it's bad kind of bootleg kind of generic. No, this is bad. So I'm not using this. This is yeah, definitely buyer's remorse, and that's on me. I should know better than to trust stock photo listings. I hardly ever do that. I don't know why. I guess because when I got this in, this is part of the update. I'm happy about this one. This one I will be using and will be putting beside some of my H.P. Lovecraft books that I do have. This is awesome. It's kind of dark in here, so you're not able to see it. But it's actually a lighter green with some darker shade of green colors. But this actually looks pretty cool. I like the way this Cthulhu looks, sort of like oozing out in a way. So I will be using this. This is a pretty cool, and it's exactly how it is advertised online. So this is the first one that I got. And then once I got this in and saw how I really, how it looks really good, I thought the Frankenstein's monster would be the same situation, but I think that's of a different brand. So I don't know. But anyway, I'll be using this. This is cool. I dig that. So let me get that out of the way. All right, I'll start with what I got added in with the horror movie cinema books. I got this one in. I love books that are centered on like a theme, and this one caught my eye, and it's been on my want list ever since. And it's Terror in the Desert, Dark Cinema of the American Southwest by Brad Sykes. Is that how you say his last name? But yeah, I love it when you get these horror cinema books that are broken down in subgenre and then are broken down in certain themes that the movies have going for them. So pretty cool. I've already thumbed through it and I'm familiar with most of these movies. Haven't seen them all, but still pretty cool. White of the Eye. Movies that take place in the desert or just are out in the middle of nowhere. Like it says, American Southwest theme. So you got the Hitcher scene there. That's pretty cool. So got that for a pretty good deal. One that finally dropped in price. I don't think this book has been out that long. So really cool. Got that. And then anything to do with the drive-ins is just, I can't resist. So I don't think I really needed this one because it covers a lot of movies that I have books on, but still it's got that drive-in theme to it. So I had to get it. Horror at the Drive-In. Essays and Popular Americana. Edited by Gary D. Rhodes. That's a pretty stylish looking book there. So really cool. Another one from McFarlane. Busy company. Got a lot of McFarlane books. There's the spine. And you got a few pictures of lobby cards, and then a few promo posters that were in steels. Some scenes there. So I don't think I've thumbed through this other one at all, but this one's the same thing. A few lobby cards and a few posters that were advertised at the drive-ins at the time. It's all black and white stuff. Yeah, I did go through this one. Okay, so that's these two books. Pretty cool. Scored another creature feature book, monster book. Only because this one, the cover of this one just got me in a headlock, and it's using the Empire of the Ants art, which I love. Empire of the Ants. One of the very first tapes my dad got me, because you could get it at Walmart, believe it or not, back in the 90s. H.G. Wells's Empire of the Ants. You can get that on tape. And that's where I got mine, at Walmart. But yeah, I love this movie since I was a kid, and this book simply got me because of what cover they decided to use. So creature features, yeah, nature turned nasty in the movies. I already have a few of these books, but I got this one just for banging purposes, I guess. But pretty cool. I think the latest movie in this one is probably like Starship Troopers. I just saw that. But this one's been out for like a long minute. There you go, Starship Troopers there. Pretty cool. I always love that image of Khan. All the Twin Towers. Good stuff. Which one is that one? Oh, Attack of the Crab Monsters. Cool. So I got that. And then I just like these older vintage horror books. This one I do remember seeing at like one of my libraries growing up. And I had to get it, especially with the dust jacket, because I don't... But yeah. the movie Treasury, horror movies. Tales of Terror in the Cinema, Alan G. Frank. Love that orange. Love that image that they used. Classic book. Nostalgia. Basically why I grabbed this one. Definitely one of those books that would be at the available at the library. One of those more common horror movie books. I'll take the dust jacket off because I don't want to. But this one actually has some art, so if you get one without the dust jacket, you're okay because it has some art to it, and it has what it is on the spine, so that's nice. You know, some books have nothing, and you're gonna want that dust jacket because. But check that out. That's pretty cool. That's on the front cover. There's the back. And it's just simply a kind of a coffee table book, more or less. Loaded with pictures, mostly black and white. Some color here and there. But yeah, I got this one in really good condition. Very tight binding. So no loose pages. That's what you got to watch out for. Is these books over time just start to fall apart. But whoever had this before me, however many people have had this before me, have taken really good care of it. So even the dust jacket's in pretty good condition considering its age. So let me put that back on carefully. So, beautiful book. That's a classic. All right. And then the last book I got in for my horror cinema book collection for now is just this big giant book on vampires. So Vampire Cinema, the first 100 years. Beautiful. Love that green. Dealing with vampires, I'm surprised they didn't go with the obvious red, but I like that they went with the green here. That's beautiful. Big book. Giant coffee table book, I guess you could say. And I will take the dust jacket off this one. We'll see what it looks like without it. And nice, you don't really need the dust jacket. Well, besides it protecting the book, obviously, but it's the same thing. So, you could get one without it. Just won't have the quote on the back, but that's okay. But it's still nice that, you know, you've got what it is on the spine. Because like I said, some books just don't have anything. It's just blank. So really cool. And then I will flip through this as best I can. Fearless Vampire Killers. It's a good one. It's funny. Good stuff. And this book was new to me. I just kind of stumbled upon it a couple months back, and I was like, wow, that looks like a winner. I definitely want to get a hold of this book when I can. So, cool stuff. So yeah, Vampire Cinema, the first 100 years. It's a big boy. By Christopher Frayling, if I'm saying that right. Christopher Frayling. All right, I'll get to some horror graphic novels. I'm collecting these. These are the last 3 that I needed to complete my collection so far. One from the first wave that I didn't have. The other 2 are from wave 2. This is from the Super 7 pre-code horror figure line. I'm completely, hopelessly addicted to these things, and they're freaking awesome. And these actually do keep carded. I only opened one, and that was a huge regret. So I went after another one just so I could have that one that I did open. I could have that one carded. So that was of the radioactive melty face guy. I forget. It's from the Black Cat series. I rebought that one just to have one on card since I am keeping these on card. You got the Deadly Darling. Absolutely iconic. Pretty cool. You guys can see that. Sorry about the glare. So I'm finally getting around to getting her. And I keep these carded, and I've got them hung. Now that I have them all, I'll do like an overview and just show you with how I have them displayed. And then I've got this werewolf-looking dude from the Beyond series. Yeah, Super 7's definitely got me by the headlock with this pre-code horror monster characters. And these were the 3 that I was missing. So I have, as of now, I've got all of Wave 1 and Wave 2. I'm not interested in going after the variants, like the glow-in-the-dark ones. They're doing like the glow-in-the-dark variants. I'm fine. I don't want those. I just want the first variants, the originals. And then this one coming from Ghostly Weird Stories. Pretty cool. And like I said, I'll make an overview on all the ones I have and how I have them displayed. But you got to keep these carded, because the card art themselves is just, that's beautiful stuff. So it's just part of the whole, I don't know, the whole thing's completed very well if you keep them carded. So that's that. Got that just as part of my horror comic update. And then I got this one in Volume 1. EC Horror is back, so that's cool. Epitaphs from the Abyss. This came out last month. So I kind of don't know if I want to go after each one or just wait until they're done with this series and just grab it as an archive book like I've been doing this older stuff. But I couldn't resist, just the excitement. This is the cover that I went for. There's several variants, and they all look great. But I went for this one. I like my zombies, and that's a cool looking cover for this one. So yeah, Epitaphs from the Abyss, Volume 1. Pretty cool. Terror. And I like that this particular zombie, she was born in 1981, so that's cool. Passed away in 2015. Grabbing onto what I assume is her boyfriend's leg, like he's trying to run away. But really stinking cool. So yeah, EC's back. So that's some good news. But I don't know if I'm going to go after Volume 2 and just keep doing that, because I do like to collect them when the series is done, and just collect it as one big book. But we'll see. At least for the first volume, I couldn't resist. So that's that. Collecting these little by little when I can. There's a ton of them out there. It's from PS Art Books. They put out pretty much all the pre-code horror stuff, and I've got this is the Skeleton Hand Complete Collection. The collected works, for Skeleton Hand, Secrets of the Supernatural. Beautiful. Beautiful book. And I'm not trying to collect the ones that come with like the slipcase part. I don't know, it's cheaper grabbing them this way, and it saves on shelf space as well. But finally marking this off my want list. Slowly collecting these PS art books when I can, because they're just very nice, and they're all in color. cool. You even have all the old advertisements in here, which is great. So pretty cool. Shows you what all's included. The whole shebang. Skeleton Hand. Cool. Another short-lived series. There's a ton of them. All right, continuing on with collecting the EC comics, EC archives. I got Weird Fantasy Volume 4. So now we're on Volume 4. Cool. Love these softies. These are all in color as well. And then Eerie, this is Collecting Eerie, Series 28 through 31, Volume 6. Trying to collect all of these, and it's just an easy way to go about doing it. So, and these are fun, so definitely a fan of Dark Horse, and I appreciate that they're doing all these. So yeah. All these are in black and white until it gets to the next story. The cover art will be in color. So I'll show you. When you get to, like, let's say 29, it'll show the cover art for that, and that'll be in color. But pretty stinking cool. And these are well put together and well printed. Nothing smeary, nothing pixelated or anything like that. So very well done. I'm impressed with these books. So awesome stuff. Yeah, volume 6 now, which is crazy. Yeah, Collecting Eerie series, or issue, I should say issue 28 through 31. And then after Eerie, here's Creepy, volume 6, Collecting Creepy issues 26 through 32. Pretty cool. London After Midnight there. Pretty cool. Beautiful. All right, so that's that one. Another Creepy, this is volume 7. So that one came out just as I had done my previous book haul, but that like hit my doorstep within like the following day or two. So I knew I was going to have to just include that with like this update. But here's volume 7 of Creepy. Issues 33 through 36. And it has all the advertisements as well, which is really cool. You'll have all the advertisements as it were back then. Freaking love it. So these truly are archival books. I'm just happy that they're reprinting all these for us. They're just now getting into collecting these. So it just makes things easier. Way more affordable. Come on. trying to find this particular image. That's cool. Hold on. Oh, where's it at? Okay, I'm gonna have to move along. I can't find it. Anyway, that one. I got The Complete Web of Horror. Completely new to me. Never heard of this series before. The Complete Web of Horror. Big boy. I've been eyeing this for a while too, and then one of the sellers that had it good for a good price. So, oh, here's the back. The back is freaking amazing. I've seen that image before, but I didn't know what it was off of, so I didn't know it was part of the Web of Horror stories. These guys camping out, and this abominable snowman-looking beast creature just arrives. It's pretty freakish looking. That's what's on the back. It's awesome. All the stories are going to be in black and white. I don't know if I've already said that, which is fine. Oh yeah, here's a better look at it. Beautiful. And you get this weird bug-like creature that tells all the stories, which is, I mean, that's different. That's why it's called Web of Horror. You got this spider-like creature that pretty much introduces all the stories. Yeah, usually it's like some sort of crypt-like, Grim Reaper-like character, but in this one you've got like a mutated-looking spider telling the stories. That's interesting. I'm completely new to that. Don't know the history behind that particular series, but it's freaking awesome. So give it a chance. And now, as far as the Atlas Comics Library, now we're on volume 3. So I don't know how many volumes are going to be. So far, I've got volume 1 through 3 of the Atlas Comics Library archives, and it's more on this one's volume 3 is more on the sci-fi side of things, but you still have your creatures and your dinosaurs, and so I like that kind of stuff. So I grabbed volume 3. This was like it was a pre-order, and these are big boys. These take up a lot of shelf space, so I'm a little nervous having started collecting this because I honestly don't know how many of these are going to be, but we'll see. I have volume 1 through 3, so it'll be interesting to see how many they produce. I don't think they've done these before. I'm not sure. As far as archive books, I think this is the first. All these are in color. So, as you can see, these are big books, loaded with all kinds of, loaded with a lot of stories. Mine got bent up a little bit, but that's okay. It's just a little bent here, like it got during shipment. It's not a big deal though. Not a big deal. It's not ripped or anything. So, and you'll have all the old advertisements as well, so that's always appreciated. Pretty cool. A lot of them just make me laugh. Dealing with creatures and aliens and all that other good stuff. All taking place in, all these stories have to deal with being in outer space and battling monsters and whatnot. So pretty cool. All right, that's the graphic novels that I've got in recently. And now I'll show you the last deck of, I just call it Miscellaneous. Here's another knickknack I got for this book shelving unit, just because I've been into like pirates and knights and stuff lately. So I wanted to get this. It's made in Hong Kong. I don't know, I guess back in the 80s, I'm not sure, maybe 90s. Years and years ago, but I got it pretty cheap. Even to this day, these things are like under $10. Yeah, that's with shipping included. And I wanted to get like a pretty cool looking knight to display next to certain books. Class it up, I guess. I don't know. I just think it looks kind of creepy, and I always just thought these things can kind of look kind of spooky in a way, obviously. So yeah, I grabbed a knight. It's all solid, hollow, like plastic, which is great. I like that this is plastic and not some sort of heavy metal or whatever. Just take the weapon, comes completely off, which is cool. So yeah, lightweight plastic knight. And there's several of these. I've kind of having a hard time which one to go for, but I ultimately decided to go with the one with the sort of standing this way and having an axe. I might go for another one. They make the gold, sort of the rustic brownish gold color versions as well, but definitely had to have like their more traditional silvery metal look. So got that for the bookshelf. I don't know exactly where I'm going to display it at. Just it's going to be on one of the bookshelves. So another knight added to the collection. So that's that, and then I didn't have any books on this topic, so I figured this one's got a lot of great reviews, and it seems to cover a lot of the history about it. So it's Ronald Hutton and The Witch, a history of fear from ancient times to the present. And it's got a lot of great reviews, so I'll looking forward to checking this out. I didn't have any books on witches, witchcraft, that kind of thing. So there's a lot of books out there. This probably won't be my last one to pick up, but as far as the first one, I wanted to try and go after a really good book. And yeah, like I said, this one's got a lot of great reviews. It's all business. I mean, there's a few fun pictures here and there, some illustrations. I think that's mainly towards the center of the book. Yeah, there's a lot of things I'm interested in reading about, and this was one of them. So yeah, simply called The Witch, history of witches. Pretty cool. I'll just put that over here. And then there's so many of these books. It was tough to decide which one to go after because I didn't have one. I know, shame on me. But I'm trying to build my book collection, and I figured I would go after this one. I don't know how many I'm going to end up with, but had to have this one by Mary Shelley. And it's the classic Frankenstein, and I went after this book here because that beautiful book cover, absolutely gorgeous. And I love the size of it. It's not big at all, but the print is big enough. The print's not crazy small, so it is easy on the eyes, thankfully. Once I saw this book, and once I saw the size of this book when it came in, I was worried that it was going to be such fine print that it was going to give me a headache. But no. And yeah, this is one of the ones I've already read before in my life, but I never actually owned a copy of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, so pretty cool. I love the spine. That's pretty sharp. So pretty cool. And definitely after her other gothic stories as well. That's that. You okay? Yeah. All right. How'd it go? Cool. That's my boys. finally getting back. All right, continuing on. And then same thing with this. I didn't know. I already had this one's not part of the update. I already had this one, which is a very nice edition of the picture of Dorian Gray. Very classy stuff with that gold edging. So, by Oscar Wilde. Good stuff. I need to take that out. I've had that on there. Well, I just keep it on there. It's not a big deal. But I've had this, but I didn't have the other stories by him, so I decided to grab this, and this is an awesome one. I don't know if I'll hang on to this one or not. I'll probably just have this downstairs. It is a nice book. I might just keep it on the bookshelf. So I got that. Well, I've had this, excuse me. And this is the one that I went after recently because it has the other stories by Oscar Wilde. So yeah, the picture of Dorian Gray. Freaking sweet. I don't know if you guys can see that. And this one, I think this particular book came out in 1995 or 99. I can't remember which one it was. I think this is the 1995 one. The one that I've been wanting to get. So, and I've never read the other stories by Oscar Wilde, so it's going to be completely new to me. So, pretty cool. And the same thing with Frankenstein. There's so many books out there. I didn't know. As soon as I saw this one, I'm like, I had to have it. I didn't know it had this felt. It's got this felt material, which is really nice. But yeah, Bram Stoker's Dracula. Beautiful edition here. And it was hard to decide which one to sort of upgrade on. And I went with this one. And so this is absolute. I don't know when this book came out, but check out the freaking bats. Each page that makes the image of bats. How sick is that? So definitely replacing my other book for sure. So this is a huge upgrade just for style alone, really. And it's nice print too. Look at that. As soon as you open it up. Pretty cool. Look at the back. And it's like a felt. I don't know if you guys can tell from the video here, but this nice felt. They also had the Mary Shelley's Frankenstein one. I think that came out as part of this particular series, but I kind of like the other book. I just like the look of the other book. So big difference in size for sure. But the writing is of the same. The font is the same scale, same size, but beautiful. And you got a few illustrations here and there too, and some scratched out notes. It's interesting. I don't remember ever seeing that. That's not in my other book. I haven't read this in like forever, but pretty cool. But yeah, this is freaking insane. I dig that. That is so freaking awesome. Alright. And then I've been on a big pirate kick again, which happens every so often. So I got books on it. Because I didn't have books on pirates. So until now, I could have a whole bookshelf filled with these because the one book I'm reading right now is amazing, and the reviews the buzz is justified with this one book I'm going to show you. But I got this one in just because it's freaking so freaking cool. This one is a general history of the robberies and murders of the most notorious pirates. Captain Charles Johnson, with an introduction and commentary by David Cornigli. It's another book that's been out for and with this particular book, you're going to want a dust jacket for sure because you get nothing. Is there anything on the spine? Yeah, well, at least you got that. So sometimes you don't even get anything on the spine either. So, but this is a gorgeous dust jacket. That illustration there. Got that. Let's see. Be careful. You do have old school illustrations, which is really cool, from each story. This book has. It's a good size book. That's a good size book. Forget when this book came out. It's been out for quite a while. So I got this one off of eBay because I wanted to make sure I got one with the dust jacket. So it's a little tricky with some of these books because you could get one that's completely not in good shape and it's missing pages and whatnot. So far I've been asking all the right questions and I've been lucky with the books. This one right here is I highly recommend this to anybody who's into pirate stuff because this book is freaking amazing. I'm not done with it yet, but I'm on, let's see, not quite there, but yeah, on chapter, I'm only on chapter 2, but still I'm amazed by it. The Pirate World. I got this one, surprisingly, this kind of book, I got this for pretty cheap. Look at that iconic art right there. I remember that, seeing that over the years. Blackbeard. So a history of the most notorious sea robbers, again, but this one goes in really big, goes in depth. So far I've read about the maps. Yeah, you got a lot of fun illustrations with this. Tons of maps. I already read about. But yeah, this is freaking awesome. And then I just lost my place, so that's awesome. It fell out. Yeah. That. A regret. I thought this was actually going to be a book in that, but it's more like a pamphlet. Almost feels like a touristy thing that they hand out for free to tourists when you're in, when you're in Paris, France. So I got this off eBay. I actually thought it was a book, so I am definitely disappointed. Yeah. Didn't need this. I have other books on the catacombs and stuff. I don't know. I'm addicted to collecting books that talk about the catacombs and stuff, but this was a complete waste of $15 for this little thing. Like I said, this feels like like a free thing they just hand out to tourists while you're there. So this was a huge disappointment. So yeah, and the pictures are very not so. So yeah, avoid. That's my opinion. So don't pick this up if you see this advertised online, because this is what you get. Yeah, I think it's a made-on-demand sort of deal. But yeah, I actually thought it was a book, but it's not. It's just this like really thin pamphlet that should not have costed $15. And then I got this in, which as I forget his last name, Shane, one of the guys I'm subscribed to, he was showing this in one of his collection updates, and I was like, I'm into that kind of stuff, so I definitely want to pick that up, and got a good deal on this. Human Oddities. So thanks, Shane, for showing this. Bring this to my attention, because I like collecting these kind of books. So this is an old one. This is a book that's been around, I wish some of these books had dates to them. I think this is early 90s, from what I read online. It's been a long minute since I read up on this one after I ordered my copy. Another one I found on eBay, but it's fascinating. It's got a lot of great photos here and there of the stuff that's into that kind of thing. So yeah, thanks Shane for showing this, because I definitely wanted to pick me up a copy as well. So pretty cool. I like these older books. So it's just like with some of the really old horror cinema books. I like collecting all of these. So yeah, got this from a really good deal. So cool. that's the book update with me, guys. Hope you stuck around on it. It's 45 minutes. Holy crap. Sorry about that. Anyway, take it easy, keep collecting, and my next book update will be maybe November. I don't know. We'll see. I don't really. There's no plan to these book updates. It's just whenever I get a decent amount of books and when I'm able to do those updates, I'll do them. I'm rambling. Later. Take care, guys.